Greetings, Shelpers. Thank you for joining me a little earlier today and for my indecision as I decided as to what to do because I wasn't sure if we'd finish Sea of Stars yesterday or what's going on, and since I have an event tomorrow, I'm kind of a little scattered. So I thought maybe Mario Kart would be good. I will be playing with viewers if we have them come along. Husband will help me set up if I need to. And right now we're just gonna pick Birdo. You're gonna be seeing Birdo probably forever, which she's my favorite. Before it was like a toss-up between Daisy and Wendy, I think. But not so much anymore because my girl's here. I didn't really like using these in this one. I mean, I know you can do some funny things with Miis, and I like using them in like Tamagotchi Life or Miitopia, but just not in Mario Kart. There are so many other characters that are better where you can just be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna be them instead. But then maybe that's because I don't really have any imagination when it comes to designing Miis, so that could very well be. I hope everyone had a pleasant night last night or morning or wherever it was when I stopped streaming. And I hope you're having one today. It is Friday, Shelpers, so if you've had trouble at school or work or something like that, you can relax and have fun, hopefully. Unless you have to like work or something on Saturday. Like I said, I'm really nervous about my event. I have a list and it includes like the camera and the batteries because I still am one of those people without a cell phone. And we have a point and shoot camera I want to take a few pictures with while I'm at the event. So then we have our air purifier coming to keep me like safer and a bunch of other things like my swag, and it's going to be a list, but we're taking a vehicle there instead of like trying to walk it with boxes, so that would have been fun. I know some people are supposed to get socked with a snowstorm this weekend. I heard maybe Milwaukee was supposed to get some stuff. And I know people on the East Coast are maybe not looking forward to it. You know, I don't know which part of the East Coast as I'm not from there, so everybody stay safe. You know, that stuff can turn on you in the blink of an eye. We had ice sort of recently, and it fucked up a lot. Okay, I want to go to the Coconut Mall. I love Coconut Mall. I know it's something that we see a lot, but let's face it, there are only so many courses to go around, you know? Well, apparently I'm not the only Coconut Mall over here. I actually even like the tune that plays with it, which is rare. But yeah, outside of being at the event this weekend, I don't have too many other plans, but that's partly because I'll need to recover after the event. Where most people just get to go to an event and like go home and do other things, I can't. I'm gonna be like down for the count the rest of the weekend pretty much. I already have a video recorded with husband as to the Christmas update and hotfix things of Traveler's Rest, because the Christmas update is going and they did some tweaking, and we had a glitch during. It wasn't a funny glitch, but a significant one, and then we actually stopped recording, and here, as we had stopped recording, there was actually a hotfix for it, or a patch, or whatever name you want to give it, so I thought that was funny. And yes, it did fix the issue. So I'm hoping we remember to, whoops, state in the description that they updated it, so. But yeah, we've been playing a lot of Traveler's Rest. Next week, we hope to get back to playing together the State of Decay 2 multiplayer. And I always play State of Decay 2 around Christmas time now. I like kill zombies and like drive around listening to Christmas music. I think it's funny. Nothing like severing a bunch of heads and shit while you're listening to Happy Holidays. So it's pretty cool. I have no problems with this. More horror movies that are apocalyptic type zombie films should be set at Christmas time. But then again, people would fucking argue they're Christmassy, and they're not. There is a huge difference between a movie that is set at a holiday and a movie that is a holiday movie. There are huge differences. Gremlins, not a holiday movie. Die Hard, not a holiday movie. There's like, it's set around there. I know it has like some of the fixings and whatever there, but it's not a holiday movie. They don't do a lot of the hallmarks of a holiday movie. Yeah. Although, to be fair, we watched a Hallmark Halloween movie one time that literally had all the things you'd expect of a Christmas movie except Halloween. Like, they made Halloween cookies instead of Christmas cookies, went to pick out Halloween decorations instead of Christmas decorations. So it was basically like, just like, flip it all around, and you got your Halloween instead of your Christmas. And I'm like, no, I don't want this. Like, at the very end of the movie, it ends on like trick or treat instead of like Christmas Eve. Like, he's gonna go take his kids trick or treating, and I'm just like, for the love of God. Like, it even follows that pattern where like he comes to her door at the end, and yeah. Oh wow, I sucked ass. That's highly unsurprising. I'm like even riding the edge of the escalator in the fucking replay. Oh, the game knows me well. I know, I should honestly be Peach. That way when my character is unhappy, at least I can see Peach being unhappy. Yes, I saw that you posted that to me. 90% of people are caused by accidents. Yeah, kind of. I don't think it's that high, but pretty damn high. How are you doing? I'm doing this earlier today because husband is with a group of people who are trying out a game for a developer, and he needs to be there by like 7 our time. So I'm like, well, I better make sure I'm off and he's ready to go by 7 o'clock. So plus I have to like mark the poems in my book for tomorrow and all that, but we'll see. I worry about such weird shit when I'm gonna do a reading. Okay, like, I'm gonna be wearing a mask, and in my town, masks are not a great thing, okay? So I'm thinking somebody's gonna be like, we can't hear you with your mask on, which my mask is not fucking soundproof, okay? Otherwise I wouldn't be able to, you know, breathe very well in it, if I'm pretty sure. So like, yeah. So that's gonna be interesting if that happens, but some of the things are weird. Like, they have really low tables in the room we're using, and I can't use the tables to write on when we have a writer's meeting ever. And if people want me to sign a book, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, because I can't use a clipboard because it'll damage the pages. And they don't really have a tall, you know, table itself, so at least in the room. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to the different part of the library and like hope for the best, or if I'm just gonna like kind of try to balance the book and hope for the best. I have no idea. I mean, I want an idea, but I don't. You know, I'm like, that's not a big deal, don't worry about it, but my brain is like freaking out about it, like, what happens if, and then you can't, and then people are gonna be upset. And yeah, it's a thing. So, and like, I wanted to give a copy of my book away with every like $10 donation, you know, instead of like have it be purchased for the event, so that I can give back to the library, because the library is an amazing place. It has, you know, computers for people who don't have internet access, or internet access for people who have a computer without internet access. They have like story times for kids. They have like art events for people. They have a writer's group, a reader's group, like a book club basically. They have like jigsaw puzzle tournaments and DVDs and CDs to rent, and they have so much stuff. And it just does such an amazing job. They don't have a lot of, well, at least it's not 11. They don't have a lot of games anymore, video games, because they've stopped expanding their video games because they've had issues. I hope I will. I really hope I will. Anybody can join if you want, just let me know. Okay, but people can still join through the friends section of the online menu. Okay. So if you're my friend on here and you want to join me, just pop in. If not, that's okay. If you are not friends with me on the Switch, we can figure it out. And thank you, my darling. Hi, what's up? How you doing? I'll call you Williams. How you doing, Williams? I hope well today. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing okay. Anxious about tomorrow, but alright otherwise. And I turn even more ancient next month, but at least my husband turns ancient with me next month. You know, one of the good things about being ancient is you can grow ancient together with people. Like, I see people from my high school, right? Because my 20th high school reunion is this year. Now, imagine how old that makes me, and then add a year. Okay, so my high school reunion is... Well, thank you for the follow, Williams. But yeah, my high school reunion is this coming month. Like, or this year, not this month. But like summer. And I'm not going, of course. But like, I see certain people on Facebook, and they haven't aged a day. And here I am, looking like someone's fucking drunken Aunt Florence, who's like 55 years old, been divorced 7 times. I haven't, but that's what I look like. Like, I have gray hair to the max. I'm not even 40 yet. And I'm just like, I look like Aunt Florence, who's gonna tell this really weird story about the time she got drunk and had a threesome in the garden behind the house. And the neighbor's dog walked over and started barking and then alerted the cops somehow. I'm like one of those weird aunts. Like, I'm from America, Wisconsin. So I look like one of those people. Like, the one who's been overserved alcohol even though I haven't drank a drop. So yeah, I'm becoming more ancient as time goes by. As we all are, as we move towards the progression of time. But it's like a little bit of surreality how close I am to 40. I mean, there could be the whole argument of, well, you didn't even know you'd get this far, and true. Yes, die, bitch. But yeah, we haven't even gotten real snow here yet, still. We got an ice storm a while ago. That was great. But no real snow. We did not have a white Christmas. First time in forever. And yeah, I bring it up, but I'm salty about it. You know, I don't live in fucking California. I live in Wisconsin. There's a reason we have snow here. I used to get upset when we didn't have snow by Halloween. So for us to not have snow by Christmas was like, oh my god, a huge ass thing. Okay, anybody want to join in? If so, I'll back out. We'll figure out how this private code thing works. But yeah, we're still doing our Christmas thing tonight. It's Grandma got run over by a reindeer. The one with the grandma's gonna sue the pants, or grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa song. If you know that meme. So that's what we're doing there. I'm gonna pop out for a minute just in case someone wants to join. We'll figure it out. My husband's really good at that kind of thing. How long have I played this game? I'm shit at it, but I've been playing it for years. So yeah, I'm gonna give a couple minutes to anybody who wants to play. Some of you are on my friends list already, so we won't have to worry about that. But yeah, I've been playing it since before it was deluxe, so we got it on the Wii U, I think, around the time it came out even. And yes, I'm still that bad. I just am. I'm not great at video games. You'll never see a successful speed run. You'll never see, like, platinum trophies and achievements. It's not my bag. I play for fun, and I do other shit, too. I don't do as much shit on here as I used to, or I should say. Oh, then I have been playing it about a decade, I guess. Okay, anybody in who wants to be in? I'm gonna start going back and looking for a worldwide thing. So I'm gonna go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You know how to count, shoppers. Okay, I'm going in. Alright, versus race, like always. And I'm gonna be a different color of her, of course, as always. I love her. Birdo is God. Birdo is God. Birdo is life. She's a goddess. She is the life giver. Birdo is my favorite. I waited so long for her to come. I waited so long. I like to play her in Mario Party. I like to play her in Mario Kart. Anything I can get my hands on. I think she was even in Fortune Street. But I could be wrong about that, but I think she was. I've been thinking about relearning Fortune Street and then playing it on stream. I loved Fortune Street. People are like, it's Monopoly. No, it's not. Fuck no, it's not. It's something so much better than Monopoly. You can buy stocks and you cannot have any property and you can still win. If you have properties next to each other, it keeps linking them across the board. I mean, it is so cool. It is an awesome thing. And it was with the Mario characters and the Final Fantasy characters. Kind of like Mario Sports Mix was. Monopoly, but good. There's more ways to win, at least. At the very least, there's more ways than one to win. You know, Monopoly, it's like all luck, but there is more strategy because of the stocks, because of how you can build up your property, etc. So, it actually works. And you can link it together, like I said, in different districts, and it's just good. And you can like force sales. If you have a lot of stock, you can like sell off stuff so somebody's property values fucking plummet. Or at least their stock prices plummet, I should say. So you can actually plummet the stock market. Yes, it can get hectic. There are a lot of balls in the air, so it's way more complicated than Monopoly. And husband and I used to play it constantly. Absolutely constantly. And if you asked me how to do it now, I wouldn't be able to tell you half of it. But we spent many an hour playing that game. Absolutely. And I loved it. I thought it was just a really cool take on board games and what you do. And we haven't gotten another one since. And there was whispers of another part of the franchise coming that would have had customizable boards, like like a board maker. And oh my fucking lord, I would have adored that to the sun and back. You know, I feel slightly masochistic. Let's go Rainbow Road. But yeah, I would have absolutely adored that. But no luck. It was all a rumor. And it was just like when I was excited MLB Power Pros was coming back, and here it was just like playing games against each other. If this room doesn't fill up next race, I'm gonna hop out. Cause at least I'm gonna be my normal 5th place in this room. Oh, it's terrible. I saw on Facebook this one thing kind of like America's Got Talent, but for India. And there was this dancing, I guess, like troupe or something. But the one girl is like almost a contortionist dancer. And they were doing a horror scene. I posted it on Twitter. I couldn't find the whole thing on YouTube, but oh my god. She crawls out of the TV. Like, the guy is flipping through channels, the lights start flickering in the auditorium they're in. And she crawls out of the TV that has static, and they start, like, having this kind of, like, battle on and off where he's running and she's, like, flipping him around. Of course, it's a dance, so he's, like, flipping his own body up and around. But she's got some really creepy-ass makeup on, and she's, like, contorting her body. Because you know how a lot of those, like, possession movies or whatever have girls who are, like, contorting and, like, doing crab walks and all sorts of shit? She was doing that. And oh my god, it was so creepy. At points, they cut the lights. She's on the judge's fucking desk, just looking at them with, like, the contacts in her eyes. So her eyes look predominantly white. Holy shit, it was so good. As someone who loves horror, it sent like chills up me in just the right ways, just the right places. Yes, it took a lot of the conventions of the genre, but it added in so much more because it made it artistic. I appreciated it so much. It was so amazing. And I know they've done different performances on there that weren't horror related, but I'm just like, oh my god. And people were like, well, it was more of a contortionist show and less a dance. I disagree with that. There was a lot of contortionist work in it, but it works with horror because one of the aspects of horror is body horror. And with body horror, it isn't just like, you know, stuff like you see in Dark Souls where it's somebody that's like really large and misshapen or has 8 million like saggy boobs or 6 million arms or like severed limbs. Sometimes it is the body doing a little bit out of the ordinary, but in a way that's uncanny and still whole. So I thought it did a very, very good thing. I was very pleased with it. It was very innovative. I've seen a lot of like dances because I used to watch like a lot of different shows with dancing, like So You Think You Can Dance and all that. I used to actually watch like actual ballroom competitions because since I don't walk, one of the things, and I don't have a good sense of balance. Well, one of the things is I'm always so intrigued when people can do amazing things with agility and their bodies. So dancing, a lot of different dancing, gymnastics, ice skating. I used to be a huge fan of ice skating. I used to watch the Winter Olympics every year. I used to know who was competing, what the history was, what all the jumps were, like why the jump would fail if it did, like if they were like going on the interior of the skate, whatever it was. I already knew like why this did work or didn't work because I watched it so much. I would actually watch like anything I can get my hands on. I would read books about the technicalities and everything, like the judging of skating. So for years, I followed professional skating religiously. Every time there was skating on TV, my mom would be like, "Get in here, Toluca. I found something for you." And I would just be enraptured. You know, and I loved watching things change and who would do the backflips and, you know, watching the women, some of the women try to do the backflips because at first it was only men who could do the backflips on ice. And the differences between like a figure skater and an ice dancer and what that looked like and all the different ways they tried to like switch up their program and if they added personality to it versus, you know, just technical prowess. And it was also interesting, but it's because of agility and me not being able to have that kind of grace. So I was kind of sort of obsessed with it. I always thought it was so neat. Well, at least we have more people now. Beep. But yeah, I wanted something where I didn't have to like focus on coming in first place today. Like if I would like be in Fortnite or whatever, which I do plan on doing a stream of at some point. Or if I did more Rogue Legacy, I'd have to like really kind of focus, and I'm just like, not today, Satan. Husband too thought it was a good idea that I just did a community type stream where I just relaxed and talked and just drove around. But I also don't want this to be basically like Flight Simulator either, so. But yeah, I'm still hopeful that they're gonna give boards to the new Mario Party, but I don't know. But then again, they added a lot of stuff to this way after the fact. They added a lot of stuff to, you know, a lot of games way after the fact. So I'm holding out hope, but it's not a great hope. I wish it were. I really wish they would have also did more with Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was kind of disappointing after a while. They hardly upgraded the damn store. They didn't add nearly as many events. Iconic characters are missing. Like, Tortimer was only like for fucking Earth Day, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know. Let me see. Rainbow Road, Sherbert. Let's go Sherbert Land. But yeah, if somebody does want to jump in and I am in a room that's full, just also let me know. We can get out and restart. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm starting to slowly work on more poems again. It's been a while. With promoting the last book and figuring everything out, I'm starting to submit again. I'm starting to write again. It's slow. It doesn't look like it used to. Like, I have like 15 packets of poetry out right now to different magazines, and 15 isn't anything for me. It used to be, if I had anything under 30, my brain would start going, you're slacking, let's go, let's put more in, let's keep moving. And now it's like 15, hell yeah, we're back into it now. So, husband helps me with the technical aspects so I don't have to like get on the computer. I can just dictate to him what I need him to do. And I watch him do it on the big screen TV in the living room. Because our computer hooks into our TV like most of the modern TVs do nowadays. They double as monitors. I thought that was so cool when that first happened. I'm so old that I actually did not have internet in my house until about high school. Part of that was being poor too, but yeah. And then my mom's reaction when I was first in the chat room. You're gonna get killed. Yes, Mom. Because just talking to somebody means they're gonna murder you. I'm not inviting them over for coffee, Mom. I'm just talking to them. It was funny. But you know, in her older years, when she was getting more isolated due to disability, she actually would go online and talk to people, and it helped her, so she understood eventually. My God, I'm sucking dick, and I'm trying to drive well. I'm like, attempting. There is an attempt. May not be the best attempt in the goddamn world, but there is an attempt, Shelpers. Thank you for the boost, God damn it. Everybody's getting ahead of me and I don't know why. Please, Lord. Okay, don't come in last. Don't come in last. 8 is okay. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with 8. So, I can deal with 8. It's fine. Yeah, I don't rate the courses. I don't know what that does. Like, when you go and do random, does it have a higher chance of actually picking something for you? Like, say you have 5-star all the Rainbow Roads. Is it more likely when you hit random, a Rainbow Road will pop up then? Like, is that what it is? Because I don't know what other purpose it would serve other than being like, yay, you really like Coconut Mall. Like, well, yeah, I do, but do I have to list it? Yeah, I'm trying. After I did the video on the contrapuntal poems, it woke something in me up again, so I thought that was nice. As far as the writing part goes. I want to redo my, like I said, my second collection. I want to flesh it out, expand it, all of that, but I don't think it's going to be publishable by mainstream. So, because when I write things, not all of it's considered mass market, even for poetry, which kind of sucks because you're kind of niche in poetry anyway. And then I have people go, oh, by the way, this is really niche. Like, this is even more nichier than the last thing you wrote. And it's like, cool. Like, yeah. I gotta tell you though, my book, actually one of the rejections I had on it was that I had too many poems about being disabled and ill. No, too many illness poems, 0 out of 10 is what I would refer to that rejection as. And one of the reasons why my editor took it was that, or my publisher said yes, before my editor got a hold of my book, was because my publisher was like, I love this kind of work. I think there's a much needed place, or a place that's much needed for this or whatever. And I'm like, cool, okay. And it was good. And then I found out later that my publisher is herself disabled, or a chronic pain patient, or illness patient in a way. And I'm like, well, slap my ass. So that's why she probably felt at home with my work, because she resonated with it. But yet I had another person tell me, nobody's gonna take this. We all see too many illness and grief and whatever poems. I'm like, cool, cool, thank you. I love it when they basically say your experience, because that's what my book is at this point. Your experience is too cliche. Like, you don't write in a way that uses cliche. Just everything you experienced is so universal, it's played out. It's so passé. Because everybody's gone through it, or everybody's written about it, or whatever. I'm like, okay, everybody's written about love, everybody's written about nature. Are you gonna tell people like, oh, fuck you, no nature poems? 0 out of 10. No, you can't write about trees. They've already written enough about trees and the moon forgot it. Like, that's exactly what they're basically saying. Your divorce? No. Everybody's written about their divorce. Parenthood? Fuck you. There's like a shit ton of stuff on parenthood. Ah, 5 is usually my normal spot, actually. I usually come in 5th place. Not a joke. Not kidding. But yeah, when it comes to like... Yeah, kind of. When it comes to being like disabled and stuff, or you have, let's say, an experience of being marginalized in any way, they're always like, well, we have this marginalization already. Like, this, like, there was a black writer who was, you know, had a really amazing book, and she was shopping it around, and she actually got a rejection that's like, we already have a black writer. And it was for a big publishing house, one of the bigger ones. And it's like, you already have one black writer telling one book, having one book, one story. You have a black writer. Yeah, that's the whole experience of being black, I'm sure. I mean, I'm a white person, okay? But I'm pretty fucking sure one person cannot equal an entire group of people. I'm pretty sure I can say that. Because as somebody who isn't Christian, not every non-Christian speaks from my experience. And as a disabled person, we always say we're not a monolith. We don't always think the same way. We don't agree with the same things always. So to be like, yeah, we already have one of you. It's like, the fuck? Like, absolutely what the fuck? Like, that is tokenism to the max, yo. So, yeah, the whole disability or illness poems or whatever, 0 out of 10. We already have a book like that, or we've seen too much of that, okay? Like, right now, there are a lot of writers who are living in Palestine, who are, like, telling their version of events or talking about war and stuff, and it's like, oh, well, there are a lot of Palestinians talking about war lately, too many? Question mark? Like, according to that publisher, there would be. I can't imagine, but here we are. You know, and the Jewish people are also talking about their side of the whatever, so. And it's like, okay, then we have one of each voice, that's enough out of you. One fat person, that's enough. One thin person, that's enough. We have a blonde on staff. We can't have a second blonde. Dye your hair purple and come back. It's just fucking weird. Now I get talking about the same things in the exact same way after a while. Like, if you had like somebody doing like a book of grief with like country music lyrics or something as the headers, and then somebody else gave you the exact same idea and presented it in the exact same way and used the exact same images, I would be like, okay, are you plagiarizing? But also I would kind of understand that one more versus just universal experiences, you know, or realities. Just because something is universal doesn't mean it's cliche or played out. Yeah, we have one cancer survivor author, so unless you're a cancer survivor writing about like quantum mechanics in the time of dog food, please don't email us. Oh my god, all these mushrooms and I can't even catch up. Holy Jesus. Yes, in the air. No. Don't take away my one red shell. Boo. Get it? Boo. I'm clever. This is the stuff you guys come here for. The 190 IQ jokes. Okay. Of course you're in second place. How many of you are in here with me? Husband's in second. I didn't see the rest of you. I don't like that they don't tell you who's in your room that you know. I just see husband and I'm like, he's the guy in the orange. Hello, husband. He just like gave me a little like wave thing in the chair right above my head. Oh, so you guys are competing for number 1. Wow. Husband's gonna have to bring his A game. He doesn't often get challenged in video games. He usually plays with me and I'm a pushover. I am to the point in Monster Hunter where I actually need to get something done inside the multiplayer part before my rank will go up. So that's what we're taking on later. So I hope all y'all are well stretched and ready. I was gonna say well oiled and ready. It sounds like I'm asking you to get lubed so you can get fucked by the monster. So no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Yeah, husband's been playing a lot of World recently on the computer. I actually like Rise better, but that's partly because it was easier to navigate for me, except for the lava ruins. The lava ruins still like fucking eat me alive. Absolutely. Oh man. It's rough for me to navigate. You know how I am with navigating. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm only going until 6:30 today at like the latest because of everything going on, because I was going to have to be ready at 7. And I hate pinging people on Discord. Like, I know I only have like 4 people in the Discord, but I hate pinging people on it because I always feel like such an asshole. I know some people use that feature all the time when they have a server, but I'm like, what if some people don't see my Twitter, you know? And they did actually want to come to the stream today, or what if some people needed to know this? I still have a few more games to give away as well. Steam keys from the Christmas event that I didn't get rid of, like Bloodstained, I think, is one. And the Age of Empires sim, the as whatever the fuck. So there's that one. And I think Kraken Academy. And I don't remember what else off the top of my head. I keep checking every once in a while. If the person who won the game in the Outer Worlds in the comments of the video, the Christmas video, messaged me, and I don't think they did, but I'm gonna keep checking. You know, so I'm not picking a different person because I don't know if it's on my end that everything's fucking up, or sometimes it happens that way. Everybody's so far ahead I can't see it. Another person. I am so far behind. Like Mario is so fast and he's an 11th. I can't see anyone else. Come on. All I get is mushrooms. What in the fuck? You won't give me a fucking bullet bill back here? No fucking star? Yeah, you guys are fighting for first and second. I'm just back here being like, why can't I even finish the damn race? So it's okay. Oh, Mount Wario. Something my husband would love to do. I mean, be on.
No.
Just no.
I'm married, dude.
Yeah, you're married. Yeah. That is true. I don't know, I don't get hot for fictional characters. Yeah, like, I don't know why they wouldn't give me a star, a bullet bill, a golden mushroom, something, anything. It's like, I beg you, like, Jesus. But yeah, you can tell by husband's points, he's a better driver than me. I do so many like little song jokes and puns to husband. He like knows them. Like when I start that I want to know what love is, he knows the next line. Because it's I want you to blow me, not I want you to show me. And he's like, it didn't take long to get to that one. I'm like, nope. And I'm not coming on to him. That's just the second line in my head now. I don't know why. It is the way it is. Maybe that's just because how my mind works. I was talking about, I think, being a dominatrix at the Christmas party with my sister. And husband goes, you are your mother's daughter? Yeah, not the dominatrix part, but like, my mom would tell stories around holidays. So like, we'd be at the dinner and she'd be like, well, this one time my toy, and I'm like, it's not a slinky, chat, so. Okay, I did get a golden mushroom now. Watch me have bitched before and I actually got good stuff and I just didn't realize it. And it's still, it would help if I, you know, drifted or did some tricks. Like a dog. Eep. Oh, that perspective is so fucky. Whee! I'm very glad I had the thing on me. I'm still not caught up and I got the 8 and oh my god. Well, I see 11th. I actually can, oh fuck my ass. I don't think you should get hit by lightning when you're like that far away from everybody, but that's just me, game. Me being salty. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I don't really get too huffy over games unless like I was almost at something and it's like a single player and I'm like, I'm almost there and it's a big fight. And then like right at the end I fuck something up and it's like, oh god damn it. Like why did I do that shit? Ah, fuck. Bullet bills for everyone except me and then they won. Oh damn it. Well, that's okay. Oh my god, what happened to you, husband?
Mario Karted.
Mario Karted, yeah. 5th place is usually where I end up normally when we play offline. I'm gonna just go this way. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna be doing now that I finished off Sea of Stars. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing one-offs for a while, twice a week, and then once with Rogue Legacy, or if I'm actually gonna start another playthrough and then just have the one day a week like normal. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not competitive usually. My brain is like, you suck at this, that's the end of it. Like, there's no need to be competitive. Like, it doesn't matter. And, you know, it's fine. I do really want to, like, try my best in a lot of things, but when I write myself off as bad at something, I don't care about it. Like when I write myself off as totally bad at something. Like video games, like dancing, like cooking, like painting. I don't have to be good at those things because I'm not good. But there are some things I really want to be good at that I care about and I'm just not good at it. And that's what bothers me. Like I want to be really good at writing and it is the thing I am most good at. So like I have a whole different attitude towards that. I want to be good at singing, like really good, like concert good. And I'm not. And I never will be. So my brain is just like, ah, fuck, like we should definitely, you know, be better at this. And I don't know if it's because my mom was in a band that I feel that way or what, but that's how I feel. Like I should be a better singer. And I want to be radio good, and then I just want to sing for myself. I'm not kidding. I want to practice and I want to get so goddamn good. I get a little thrill of just excitement every time I nail something by myself. And that's not a euphemism. Like a high note or this like specific thing. You know? That's what I want. But I know that I'm not going to get there. And it kind of bugs me, to be honest. Because my brain says I should be better than I am. And it is very expensive to get singing lessons. Like even to get someone on like Fiverr to evaluate your strengths and weaknesses as a singer is like how many, 50 goddamn bucks maybe? And that's like the cheapest I've ever seen it. For somebody to evaluate you, not even for a lesson. Lessons are like 100 easy, and that's not even with somebody like renowned. It's just somebody who was like, I was an old choir teacher, $150 please per lesson. I'm like, yeah, I'm never getting a lesson then. Like not once. I'm not good, but I can't afford to be better, so. If I won the lottery, that is one of the selfish things I would do for myself. Good job, Shy Guy. Good job. I'll just do this again. But yeah, I would like singing lessons. But then again, I'm nervous when I sing in front of anybody. Like, when I was in choir in high school, it wasn't bad because I was with everybody. And sometimes when I was really happy, I would sing louder and then somebody would tell me to shut up and then I'd feel terrible. So, but when we had to actually sing by ourselves, oh my God. The whole thing. My choir teacher would do something called down the row. And when he heard something that wasn't quite right in a song, he would make each individual person do it. And he picked me first, and my heart was thumping out of my chest. And I fucked up the thing I didn't normally fuck up because I was put on the spot. And he's like, so you're one of the ones doing the wrong thing. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like at that point, I couldn't do it. And by the time it got to everybody else, you know, after being called out, everybody else knows how to fix it. So, like, yeah, and then when you do your final, you're supposed to sing with him in private. Still bothered me. And I even lost my place, and he docked me a whole letter grade for it. My middle school choir teacher said if I had the right teacher at the time, she said I could have gone places. Like places. And I'm like, no, there is no place I could have gone. I would end up here, just here. If I got over my stage fright, I am a halfway decent alto in a choir. Like, if you make sure I don't sing too loud or anything, I'm a decent alto. But as far as like being on the radio or competitions, or fuck no. I don't have the range, I don't have the vocal tricks. I was doing some, we were listening to a Christmas song and Jewel was singing it. And I was talking about her trick at the end, like the control she has to have. He means, oh, the little shake she does in her voice. I said, you mean her vibrato? And he's like, yeah, is that why you do it? I'm like, I don't have a vibrato. He's like, yes, you do. And I'm like, I don't hear that. I don't like people with like too much vibrato. It sounds like they're trying to sing while sitting on a washing machine, and sitting on a washing machine is usually for something else. So, you know, I'm not a fan of like too much, because it makes you sound like you are actually a sheep in human clothing trying to sing. But apparently I question mark have some, I don't know. All I know is I don't sing the way I want. I wish I could sing differently, and I can't afford to have somebody try to fix my mistakes. I even went to karaoke night one night just to listen. I don't know where that came from, but like, I get so nervous to sing in front of people that even my husband, I sing in front of husband, but when I sing in front of Bajast, it's different, because I will not go after certain notes, I will not sing certain songs. I don't want to like subject him to that. And I make sure it's safe. I sing safe. Things I know I can reach, places I know where I can go. And it's not good what I can reach. It's just not bad enough to hurt people. So, where were you that time I didn't see? What? Fourth? Not bad. Oh, it's Mute City time. You know, Dan Tansky at one point actually had someone else play a game and was talking on his stream, and he was talking with the guy, and he was like backseating like Bloodborne or something. I thought that was really cool. Like, maybe someday I'll just be like, I'm having somebody else play the game, and I can just talk and watch. That way people still see the gameplay. That would just be funny as shit. A lot of people like Mute City. We should have had fucking Falcon in this game, don't at me. We have like his fucking stage, we have his like little car thing or whatever. At least I thought we did. But we don't have him. I mean, they could just be like, he's too busy in Smash, but then that would go for Mario, that would go for Peach, that would go for Donkey Kong, that would go for a lot of these motherfuckers. So you can't just say that, you know. I kind of wish Nintendo would do a game like this, except do it like Sega All-Stars Racing used to be, where they would have like Kirby and like the Xenoblade characters and Pokemon and just a bunch of different characters, F-Zero characters, all different types of characters, Emblem, and driving around. You know, they kind of have that. I mean, what the fuck is Link doing here, if not that, right? And Donkey Kong, I guess, is sort of related to him, you know, him as in Mario, but like the Animal Crossing villager is not related to Mario, outside of the fact that they're fucking Nintendo properties. So why on God's green earth can't they just do a Nintendo Star Racing or whatever and just put in like way more franchises and voice lines and cars and we'd get some really fucking amazing ass tracks, hopefully, from like doing all of that. You know, there isn't even like a Mario fucking party board track thing. And that would be amazing to see like all the different game stuff in the background, like the sun and the moon, and like Bowser like stealing stars from like some random ass toad and like a whole bunch of shit, you know? It would be so fucking amazing. And Nintendo's just like, we're gonna kinda give it to you, we're gonna like tease your dick, and then we're gonna give you like 4 different fucking Princess Peaches because the world knows she's the world's greatest fucking princess. And it's like, nay nay. But yeah, so why they can't do that with their franchises, it just, I don't know. It's wild. And yeah, I know it's called Mario Kart, and that's so iconic and everything, but it could be like Mario Kart Plus. And the plus is like every other fucking franchise you wanted to see of theirs that's never represented. Nintendo, get on this shit. I'm giving you the next fucking Mario Kart, okay? And they can finally do different things, and there can be different types of traps on the field that we've never seen before, and come on, Nintendo. I had almost crossed the finish line. Almost. I mean, that is a mark of how bad I am. I almost crossed the finish line before the race ended. Yeah. I keep forgetting to check where everyone's places were. I'm sure one of you won.
I didn't. I got thrashed.
You got thrashed. I couldn't even make it across the finish line. Yeah, I really want them to do it. I want them to do like a Mario All-Star Racing. You know, I want all of their characters in this. I want all of it. I want to drive around the fucking Miitopia places. I want to see the Tamagotchi-like places. I want a Nintendo bothering me. I want to lose to Mr. Game & Watch. Come on, Nintendo. Get your asses together. I know, how could Mr. Game & Watch be an interesting character? You know, that's one of the things that Sega argued about, like, Rystar and shit. When it came time to put certain people in the All-Star Racing games, well, Rystar would be really boring to look at from the back. A lot of characters are really boring to look at from the back. You think Mario is good looking from the back? I ain't pegging him. So, like, honestly, if you really think about it, it's just an excuse. So I'm really hoping that Nintendo is like, I want all these franchises represented. If we own them, they go in. You know, and they could like make little like marks on like the sports games. You could have like a sports game track, like you driving around and you seeing their like, you know, there's a soccer field in this one. Well, you could do it where there's like one of their like tennis fields and stuff before, and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. Like I said, I know they would lose the Mario Kart name, sort of, or they possibly could if they added too much. But there are other ways to go about it where it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm starting to actually lag now. What the heck? I haven't been lagging. I should have waited until my star was done. I am smart. And I rammed right into a banana peel. Oh, thank you for the lift, Peach. Ah, goddammit. And I lost the plot. Where I thought there was a turn, there wasn't, and that's what takes me out. Sometimes just not knowing where the fuck I'm going. It's like the Willy Wonka song. She has no way of knowing just where the fuck she's going. That isn't quite what he says, but it's close enough. Let's do some actual drifting. Hyperlight drifter. Very nice. 6th is not bad. There's probably only like 7 people in the room. Oh, actually not. Okay. You guys got decent positions. Y'all should carry me. I know it's not possible. I don't remember what Rock Mountain is, to be honest, so let's try it. I'll probably be like, son of a bitch, that's not a good one. But yeah, I even have like anxiety about picking up my outfit tonight. My brain's like, it has to be like snazzy enough for the audience, but like comfortable enough for me. It's like, why am I focusing so hard on shit that doesn't matter? Like next week it'll be some other anxiety, some other worry. Then again, sometimes it's better to think about this shit than other stuff in my life, so maybe I'll just keep on fretting about shirts. Oh boy. Can't see. Yeah, husband and I were playing a game a while back that was a roguelike called Spells and Sorcery. And it really had some good points to it, but it just wasn't like fully fleshed out. And it had issues. And it wasn't an early access, it was a full finished game. And I keep thinking about re-renting it at some point, just to see if they worked out the quirks, but my brain is like, don't do it. You know, they wouldn't have done that. You know, they had probably just published it and dropped it. But then again, some games, like No Man's Sky, actually had some really amazing stuff going on after a while. So like some developers are like, yeah, I know we fucked up, but hold on. And some developers are like, yeah, we knew we were going to half-ass it because we were in a rush or whatever, and no, we're not going to fix it. Or we're only going to fix it till it's barely passable, and then you're going to buy it anyway. So, hard to know which kind of developer each developer is, because sometimes you think it's going to be a developer that's just going to, like, drop the game and run away with your money, whichever amount of money it was. And then there are developers that are like, you know what, this is wrong, I'm a gamer too, let me fix what it was, or I'm actually an artist, so let me try to fix what it should have been because I want my art project to be what I wanted to present to the world. So sometimes it's really hard to tell. Oh, fucknut just passed me. Funky as fucknut, because he says fucknut. Youch, this room is brutal. This room is definitely brutal. That being said, in my defense, 7th is not too bad then. But yeah, tomorrow night we're watching the nuttiest, not the nuttiest nutcracker, the nutcracker something. No, it is the nuttiest nutcracker, isn't it? Anyway, it's a Melissa Joan Hart movie. She was the girl who played on the 90s sitcom Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And her boyfriend is a self-absorbed actor, and then he's kind of her ex-boyfriend, but she never has time for him because she runs a bakery. And like the Nutcracker comes to life. No, not the naughtiest nutcracker. That sounds like a BDSM thing. Like she steps on your nuts in stiletto heels. Like, all of a sudden it's like, yes, tenderize me, mommy, that kind of thing. So no. But yeah, so the nutcracker comes to life and like shows her basically how to live. How to keep Christmas well, how not to overwork, how to find joy. Because as a baker, like, Christmas is like her busy season. So she really doesn't have time for like anyone or anything during the holidays hardly. And he like shows her how to do that, I guess. And she falls in love with him. So, you know, that has to be a disappointment, falling in love with the nutcracker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think when he's talking about being 12 inches that he means something other than his height when he's a doll? Oh, I've been disconnected. I don't know if the rest of you are disconnected, but I was disconnected when I was in fucking first place. What the fuck, game? Were you too shocked? Could you not handle me being in first place for once online game? Alright. Well, if the rest of y'all didn't get ousted, I will wait until the match is over. A communication error occurred. Yes, I'm aware it occurred. Oh man. Unless our internet's just fucking up, but I think I hear husband still online, so I don't know what happened there. But I will wait until they're done. Yeah, and we have a lot of other stuff to get through.
You can join in progress.
I can join in progress.
Yeah, you'll just be watching our replay.
Okay. Will I go back? Wait, will I go into the room you're in?
If you go to friends, yeah.
Okay. I will hang on to you. Okay. I don't think I did the right thing. I went to friends.
Yeah, you click on one of our names and then join.
Okay. I click on you. Oh, now there's a... Okay, I did not see the join because I'm smart. Alright, we will go to this Birdo. I wish the cart would have changed more color with her, but hey, whatever. Okay. Let's hope I can get back in. That would be funny. Okay. Okay, so I'll just do that every time then. I don't know why it kicked me out, but not you. We're on the same internet. Oh, man. I don't understand our internet sometimes. Here, he's perfect. He's doing the whole match, the whole race, and I'm just like booted out. Yeah, exactly, but I was gone. It's like, I don't know why. And usually people are like, well, you don't have very good internet. Like, that's why you keep getting disconnected on your Switch. And I'm like, no, that's not it. Because husband doesn't get connected on things sometimes, and I do. And now it proves it. Like, I don't know why I get disconnected, but husband doesn't. But we're on the same internet connection. It's not like we have different lines for each other. Or than each other, I should say. Yeah, exactly. I was in first place. My Switch was so shocked it turned it. It was like, communication error. We don't know how to handle this. She can't be above third place. And third place is only permissible on every odd Sunday of the month. So, yeah, it was scared of me, which is fine. I'm too good. So that's why I'm not the best video game player, actually, because when I am, everything fucks up. So unless I want to tear a hole in the fabric of reality, I have to maintain my shitty status. Because if I get good, as the kids say, I'm too good. And then we're talking some like major Spider-Verse shit. Although it's Turtleverse. I got hit just as I did the electricity. That was fun. It's like, you think you're gonna get a boost because of that? Nope. And I do use the thing to keep me on the track more. I think I would be a lot worse off if I didn't, because I tend to like drive off course a lot. And not just like fall down, literally lose my way. And the little thing on the back does help me somewhat. Gain a little bit of, you know, direction sense, in other words. Youch. That was pain in a can. But now that I'm back where I am, the game should run smooth now for the rest of the stream, unless something else happens. It starts going into second place, the game starts glitching. I'm like Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. I can't win or life fucks up. I think our neighbors are at it again. If you hear thumping, we have people who sometimes literally just keep running up and down, up and down, up and down the stairs. So I don't know why they do it. I'm thinking it's a child who lives upstairs, but I'm not sure. You know, I was talking to husband and I was like, you know, I almost don't blame him if it is a kid, because when I was a kid, even though we lived in a trailer, we had like 40 acres to run around on. And the property we lived on connected to another property owned by a different family member. Yeah. And we had like, between that family member, friendly neighbors, etc., we had big chunks of land to run around on. My grandma had 40 acres. And my one ex-uncle, one of her brothers, had 80 acres that attached. Because when you're a farm family, you hear a lot of things like the front 40 and the back 80, so to speak. Oh god, I'm in first place.
Again?
Maybe what happens is it disconnects me from people, lets me get ahead, and then disconnects me. Maybe that's what happens.
I don't know. Most people aren't even moving this race, it seems like.
Then maybe we're just having problems with the servers today.
Seems that way.
Okay, maybe I did
we just got disconnected.
Okay, we all got disconnected?
Well, I did anyway. I don't know about everybody.
Okay, so it's not just me. But if Shy Guy didn't get disconnected, maybe it is our internet. But then you didn't get it last time. I don't even know. So let's see if I can join Shy Guy. It doesn't say.
Well, now you can.
Now I can?
Oh, for some reason you can't, but I can. Huh?
I have no idea. Let me go out and let me go in.
It says you can join me too, but I'm not in a race.
Okay, well, I'm gonna join him. We'll see what happens. Apparently our internet's going to hell. I wonder if the stream's gone down yet. We'll have to see later. It's not like this is a hugely important stream where there's a lot of story progress, so if our internet's not the best for like an hour or so, we can tolerate it.
It wouldn't surprise me if our stompy neighbors knocked it loose.
Yeah, there's a lot of stomping, but I don't think it works that way. Then again, I'm not very good with technology, so who knows. Good job. That's our Shy Guy right there. Yeah, I love the Ladybug car. I love it. It gives me the most control. It's got good acceleration and handling, and that's what I'm about because I fuck up so much. Communication error occurred for me just watching.
We may not be able to do this right now anymore.
I might not be able to play anymore today. I might have to call stream before the stream crashes entirely. Sorry about this, everybody. I wanted to go longer, but our internet's not cooperating, and I hope it's just...
Or it could just be Nintendo servers.
It could just be Nintendo servers. I don't know.
They're not exactly the greatest.
So, I'm gonna have to quit for today. I'm sorry. I hope next week will find us with better connection, whatever's happening. And I will see you all later. Please take care of yourselves. Be considerate to yourselves. Try to, do something nice for yourself. Take all your meds, drink your water, do a little movement, whatever kind of movement is comfortable for you. Remember that you're important and so valuable, and I treasure each one of you. And I will see you next week, okay? Bye!